is not backing down from her fight to keep her business open. Glamour salon owner Lindsey Graham is taking her case to court, filing a $100,000 lawsuit against Oregon's Democratic Governor Kate Brown. Graham's suit claims that the state is violating her civil rights. Glamour salon owner Lindsey Graham joins me now. Lindsey, it's great to see you. Congratulations, and thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tammy, for having me. I appreciate it myself.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, this is very important, not just for you personally, but for the role modeling and the statement that this makes to everyone in the country who has been under the boot of tyranny for quite some time. So tell us, what made you finally file this lawsuit?
Well, it's been a long time since what has happened to me happened to me. It's been about 8 months, but you know, the major effects that I had were as soon as I tried to open my doors against the governor's mandate back in May. She came at me with the full weight of the state. She terrorized myself, she terrorized my stylist, and she terrorized my family. She took every government agency she could, and she put her full weight into intimidating me into closing, including sending Child Protective Services to my home and threatening the removal of my children.
Now, your lawsuit describes that. Your lawsuit describes what seems to be, and we've seen retaliation by governments using a heavy hand against businesses in a variety of states. But this, you describe a frightening situation in which your family was targeted. Is that right?
Yes, that is right. She did send Child Protective Services to my home less than 3 days after I had opened my doors publicly, and they interviewed my children without my presence, and opened a full-blown case against me that was completely bogus and completely unwarranted, and didn't close it until I shot back at them with a threat of a lawsuit.
Wow. So, all right. Well, and good for you. I mean, this is, we've given the government a lot of power, and, it's been 8 months because we've all been following the rules, right? We've been trying to do this. There was a good decision, I believe it was in New Jersey, where there was a gym that was open and they took their fight to court. But going to court, takes money. A lot of people don't know what their options are. But there's been a number of things that have been used against you when it comes to your lawsuit. I think there was an episode in May, is that right? Where you had the OSHA department, the Occupational Safety and Health admin, threatened you with a massive fine. Is that right?
Yes. Oregon OSHA threatened me before I even opened my doors. They came the day before I opened and threatened me with a $70,000, what's called a red tag citation. It means that my business is it's a hazard to the community and to the employees that are in there. And the irony of it is that I don't actually have employees, and so they didn't have jurisdiction. They did end up issuing me a $14,000 citation, and up until about 2 weeks ago, they are continuing to refuse to withdraw it, despite the fact that they cannot present any evidence that I am an employer. And so, unfortunately, I do have to go to court for that citation as well.
Well, and this is, as a resident of Oregon, and all of us around the country have watched these Antifa marches, the taking over of neighborhoods, people gathering in the streets, and there seems to be no problem with that. But you, as a regular business owner, as a mom, you've got the full weight of that state against you.
Right. Kate Brown, she picked her battle early on, and she's running Oregon like a complete dictatorship. She isn't up for re-election, and so she doesn't need to earn any brownie points from anyone.
Wow.
And you don't even have to be from Oregon. You can watch the news and see what she has done to Oregon residents is appalling. And clearly, she believes she has the authority to do so. She came after me with everything she had. And, I've talked to some CPS state employees, and they came forward and said they are shocked at her behavior, and they've never seen a case go through like that.
Lindsey, good luck to you. And, of course, us watching this, I think, is important. The nation knowing you're doing this is important, because this is one way to push back. I don't think we have to put up with this. You can make your argument in court. And good luck to you, and congratulations for moving forward on this. Thank you very much for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Now, Lindsey is not the only business owner fighting